At first I thought I could still move out of the way. I didn't want to be there and I didn't want to get shot. And then I accepted it. I said, you're gonna die on some stranger's floor. And I totally accepted. And I got very peaceful. I was surprised about how peaceful I got. And then I thought about my daughter. Who was 9 years old at the time. And maybe I started to get that.
Your Honor, I'm going to object.
All right. Disregard that. Continue, please.
And then I thought of a really stupid thing I thought about my landlord, who always used to yell at me for going back out into the street.
Just tell us what happened.
The next time I opened my eyes, I was on the floor. My head was on a cushion on the couch. There was nothing between me and the front door, and I didn't want to get shot again. So I remember moving my hand. And hearing Edward Coulter's voice. Police, hospital, you're hit, Mary. You're hit. And he grabbed my arm. And he helped me out of, the vest was digging into my legs. Got down to the front parking lot where I saw my vehicle. And I thought he was going to put me in it and take me to the hospital.
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Come on, Larry.
Fuck you!
Stop struggling, okay, Larry?
Get him again!
Stop struggling.
Get him again! Oh! Fuck you! Fucking fucking hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Fuck you! There! Fuck you! Do it, G!
Let me go!
Fight you for what, motherfucker? Get out! Get out, motherfucker! What? What, motherfucker? We're not done with you yet, motherfucker!
Come on, Larry, stop struggling. You can walk.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Davis.
Good afternoon.
Could you tell us what your home address is?
1042 Woodcrest Avenue.
And do you live there with your family?
Yes, I do.
And how many children do you have?
15. I got 13.
And grandchildren?
Oh, well, 40-something grandchildren, something like that.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Or
it.
42 grandchildren, something like that.
And how about children that you've raised?
Raised a whole lot of them, a whole lot of them.
And when did you come to buy the house on Woodcrest Avenue?
1977.
And how did you come to buy that house?
Well, the house we was in on Finley Avenue had condemned it. So somehow or another I went out looking and I found it about a real estate named Miss Madden. And she helped me to get it from her.
HUD is Housing Urban Development.
Yes, we fixed it up and it was ours.
And how much did you pay for it?
$250.
It's $250, right?
Yes.
And in 1977, when you got that house, who lived there with you?
My family and myself.
And did Larry live there then with you?
Yes, he did.
When Larry was living in your house, did you ever know him to have visitors of any kind?
Oh, yes, he had visitors. Sure we did.
And who were those visitors, if you recall?
Lots of polices, as I know. So many polices.
How do you know they were police?
I know when I see them.
And did these polices come to your home on Woodcrest Avenue?
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that information?
Well, sometimes they'd come and ask, where's Larry? Well, sometimes he'd be in, sometimes he wouldn't. So I'd say he's up in his room. And sometimes they keep straight right on up into his room. I asked Larry, what's all them polices doing up in your room? And he would say,
Objection, Your Honor. Objection.
Objection sustained. You cannot tell us, Mrs. Davis, anything anyone else said to you.
When Larry was in your house, did you ever know him to possess drugs of any kind?
no.
Did you ever see him with guns of any kind?
No, I never see him.
How about money?
He'd have a little money sometimes. He'd go out and do parties and things like that for other people.
About how much money would you say you saw him with? The most you ever saw him with?
I know one night he had around $300 he had made. He had a party, something like that.
I'm sorry, when you say party,
Downtown. he played this music. It was for, I don't know, it was a party they had given. And they asked him to play the music. And he went and he played for them.
Now, Mrs. Davis, directing your attention to October 31st, 1986, the morning hours. Could you describe to the jury what happened then?
October the 31st.
Yes.
October the 31st, my granddaughter, she was on her way to school, so I was in bed. She said she walked across the street and she saw all these men sitting in the car.
Objection to anything someone else said, Your Honor.
You cannot tell us what anybody else said. Objection sustained.
You can't tell us what she saw or what she said. Just tell us what happened to you, Mrs. Davis.
Well, that morning the door was left wide open. Downstairs, at the front door. And these 4 men come busting into the house. I think it was 3. I think it was 3 at first. Yeah, that's right. They come inside the house. They knocked on the downstairs door. So they just come running upstairs before nobody had answered. And the children, you know, they was getting ready for school. They say, Mommy, is she in bed? They say, you wait, we get her for you.
Objection to anything someone else said, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. Continue, Mr.
You can't say what the